The workplace getting a makeover. From spaced out desks to foot traffic control, new safety measures to reduce COVID risk. A recent survey by Stanford University shows working from home increased from 5 to 50% during the pandemic. But that's expected to drop to 22% when the pandemic ends. A key consideration for returning to the office, vaccinations.
Everyone needs to do what they can to get vaccinated.
Joseph Allen is an associate professor and director of the Healthy Buildings program at Harvard University. He says while he hasn't seen companies requiring vaccinations, they should prioritize safety with mask wearing, social distancing, and air ventilation and filtration.
If you do all of these things, we know, and we've seen it, that this can drive down risk to acceptable levels.
Last year, we showed you the 6 feet office concept designed by real estate developers Cushman and Wakefield. From different colored carpeting to keep coworkers socially distanced, to disposable paper desk pads that help keep shared spaces clean, and even signage reminding people where to stand.
How does this change the way we interact with each other?
Now, on the short run, it's a bit more getting used to change your habits. People really appreciate to feel safe, to be back at work, and to enjoy your colleagues.
Something you might not see when returning to the office, plexiglass. Turns out that is a barrier that could restrict airflow and create stagnant pockets of uncirculated air.
COVID testing is also important.
And don't be surprised to see rapid testing devices like this one when you head back to the office. This is the Icon Rapid PCR Test. All you do is provide a saliva sample in this cartridge, stick it back in the machine, and in 30 minutes, you get a result right on your smartphone. Co-Diagnostics makes this test. It's not approved yet, but the company says the FDA will review it this summer.
Testing becomes valuable when you, in this transition period, when you have some number of people vaccinated and some who aren't. The frequency of testing is the most important component of the test, even more so than the test sensitivity.
Expect plenty of hand sanitizer stations and these arrows on the ground directing foot traffic through the building.
And what about common areas for snacks and coffee? Experts say while the risk of surface transmission for COVID is low, many offices are cutting back on these communal areas for now.
Something else to expect, a hybrid work schedule where some workers are in the office while others are at home, and a staggered work day to help cut down on the rush hour commute.
Come in earlier, beat the rush, leave at off hours. I think that's a good strategy, not only for their workers, but collectively.
Some major U.S. companies are already trying out staggered work schedules. Microsoft partially opened its campuses to employees in the Seattle area just last week, but it's also keeping a hybrid model. In Dearborn, Michigan, Ford is creating areas called collaboration centers for employees needing to team up on the job. And going big, Google investing $7 billion in additional office space and data centers across the country, adding a minimum of 10,000 full-time employees. Conference room meetings, collaborating with coworkers, corporate America looking to get back to pre-pandemic business.
Now, Joseph Allen says a common concern for employees is what about the elevator? But he says there's likely little to worry about. For most of us, we're not in them that often or for long periods of time. And if you're wearing a mask, that will provide some protection. If you are still worried and you're only going a few floors, sneak in a workout, take the stairs.
Yeah, or just hold your breath. I've been known to do that in our elevators. You too? Oh, yeah. So what about if you're commuting and maybe you're a carpooler or you take mass transit? Are there any tips for that?
Yeah, good question. I'm still thinking about you holding your breath.
Well, that's only...
So here's the thing. You want to ask your boss about a staggered schedule. You want to avoid that rush hour. Also, don't be shy about asking to work a hybrid schedule where you may not have to come into the office every day. If you are taking public transit, keep wearing that mask, carry your hand sanitizer, and wash your hands as soon as you can. Consider also getting off the bus or the train a stop or two early. That cuts down the time that you're on mass transit or holding your breath, and it gives you some time to exercise.
I'll never live it down. Neither will Chanel. No, me and you.
What about if you're carpooling?
Yeah, so if you are carpooling, you want to ride with the same people and try to keep the windows and doors and vents open. Not doors, the windows open. And also, it's helpful to keep your mask on as well.
Take the convertible Jeep with the door.
There you go, there you go.
What if you just don't feel, or you're skeptical about returning to work and then the safety protocols they're not in place? How do you handle that?
You do want to have a conversation with your boss, a frank one. Ask what they're doing to improve workplace safety. Are they following at least the CDC guidelines about masks and social distancing, or perhaps reducing the capacity at work? If you're on the job and you do feel unsafe, you can actually file a claim with OSHA. Now, if you don't want to go back to work at all because you're just worried or you're unafraid, you should know your boss is not obligated to hold that job for you. So consider that.
I feel like it's going to be interesting. Some people like staying at home and working from home. Some people are probably dying to get back in the office. And they're going to be able to have this sort of safety conversation and use that to their advantage or not.
I think a lot of the major companies are saying, look, it's not going to be 100% work from home. It's not going to be 100% working from the office. We will be entering a new normal when it comes to work.
But you have so many employees, especially here, for our company, who've demonstrated that they can be just as productive at home. In some cases, maybe even more so.
They're redefining what's essential in any work, in any industry.
Thanks, Vic.
Thanks,
Great tips.
Hopefully the good changes that everyone likes.
I think we'll stick around. Yeah.
Hey, thanks for watching our YouTube channel. Find your favorite recipes, celebrity interviews, uplifting stories, shop our favorite deals, and so much more with the Today app. Download it now.